Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this one we're going to be testing the GeForce RTX 3060 Ti in Ghost of Tsushima. So here are the specs of the GPU. As you can see, the 3060 Ti is installed and we got the Zotac Twin Edge OC variant of the GPU, and this is a GDDR6 variant of the GPU. There's a GDDR6X also. There's not much difference, and we have the resizable bar turned on inside of BIOS. And here in Task Manager, as you can see, we have the 13700KF installed, the Core i7, and we have DDR5 64GB CL36 6000 megahertz RAM, and the 3060 Ti here. Once again, we are on the latest NVIDIA driver as well as of time. Right now, 552.44, and here in MSI Afterburner, no overclocks applied. One thing I'm only gonna do is just put the fan speeds at 80 manually, because this GPU tends to heat up a lot. It's a two fan card, so yeah, that's why. So let's get inside the game and check out the frame rate, guys. All right, guys, we're inside the menu now at 1080p resolution first, and we're gonna test it with TAA first, and we are at high preset. As you can see, I'll only set the motion blur to 0, and let's test it out. So we're getting around 80, 90s. And I generally don't recommend using TAA, anti-aliasing, in this game, because it's causing a lot of shimmering in the trees. If you notice carefully, especially when they're moving or you are moving, you will see a lot of shimmeriness in the trees, especially at distance, even up close, as you can see. Right now we're using TAA. I'm gonna turn on DLAA. It doesn't impact performance that much at all, but overall it's a much better experience by using DLAA for the trees noticeably. So we are averaging 90 right now. I have to increase my GPU fans slightly more, I guess, because this GPU tends to heat up a lot. The Zotac, 82 degrees, oh my goodness. VRAM usage is 6 gigabytes. Alright, so I increased my fan speeds to 90% manually through MSI Afterburner. That's crazy, right? But yeah, the cooler on this GPU really sucks. So let's switch on DLA, and you will straight away notice in the trees that the shimmeriness just disappears. Like, look at that. No more shimmeriness. And even with this much, 90% the fan set, the GPU still heats up close to 80. It doesn't do in every game like this. In some of them, it goes crazy, the temperature. Yeah. So DLA makes it look way better, the trees. And that's what you will find mostly in this game: trees and vegetation, plants, leaves, and everything else, flowers. Very beautiful game. Okay, let's get back in, and I'm gonna enable very high preset now. I will leave DLA on for the rest of the video. We are not gonna be using DLA. Maybe in 4K we need to, because that will be helpful. We can get all the FPS. I mean, we need all the FPS we can get in 4K. So this is very high preset using DLA. And 3060 Ti manages it perfectly. Look at that lighting, man. It's so beautiful. Coming through the leaves. It's not the greatest looking game of all, but certainly it is way better than many other games out there which have recently come out. And we are averaging 70, which is really good. Even without DLSS, you can get 70, 60 plus. It will drop here and there, maybe to high 50s sometimes in combat or action sequences. But it's manageable. And the VRAM usage is below 8 gigs still. Don't think it's spilling over to the RAM just yet. Okay, let's go back inside the settings and go to maximum settings. As you can see, some of these settings go to ultra, very high, and whatnot. Yeah, ultra. You can increase. Also, the ambient occlusion, it has HBO plus. So very high preset is not the maximum settings you can achieve. So let's test it out on max settings with DLAA at 1080p. Now we are dropping to 40s. I think now we'll need the help of DLSS quality to achieve that 60 FPS mark. But it looks far better from very high to ultra. There are many noticeable differences. If I put the game clips side by side, you can easily notice them.
I'll tell the others you still live.
I thought she was gonna get scared. Alright, so sometimes you're getting 60 FPS here and there in the open, but mostly it will stay around 50s and high 40s. Okay, let's get inside and enable DLSS quality. Also has frame gen, as you can see. So here we go, DLSS quality, maximum settings. And we are well above 60. And the drops will be close to 60, high 50s now. And honestly, the DLSS, even using DLSS at 1080p, you don't notice much of a difference in image quality, except when you look at distant images. Smokes and fire particles, smoke particles, they kind of look bad sometimes, not every time, when using DLSS in this game. But overall, it's great. Let's get this flower. Oh, there's more supplies. Look at that waterfall. So we're getting 70 average pretty much. Alright, next I'm going to turn off DLSS and enable frame generation. DLSS FSR3 frame generation. We can't use DLSS frame gen on a 30 series GPU, right? We are at maxed settings. Let's see where we land and how good. This is the first time I'm using FSR3 frame gen, because I have only used the DLSS 3 frame gen, the 40 series GPU. Yeah, there are noticeable delay here and there, input delay, which honestly wasn't there with DLSS frame gen, even on the 4060, which is a worse card than the 3060 Ti in my opinion. Yeah. Oh wow, my game crashed. So yeah, it crashes. The frame gen in this game, you'll often see that it crashes sometimes. Alright guys, now we're at 1440p resolution, and I'm using full screen borderless. This is technically borderless and not exclusive because my capture card cannot record at 1440p exclusive full screen. So we are just losing 2 FPS for that. So we are using DLAA now, and we are gonna be testing on high preset. So we're getting 66, just add 2 FPS to that, 66, 67. So you can take it as 69, right? So you can add 2 FPS to the average because I'm recording this in borderless mode, so we're losing 2 frames. So we're getting 69 average, close to 69. Hello.
Here before, I was traveling with
I really like these Japanese homes, you know.
by chance.
They're
I
so
stumbled
simple
across
and
Kiyoshi's
clean, neat,
print.
and so
What
peaceful.
happened to your parents? They ended
I
up
already
finding
feel
you.
peace just
But
being
I
in the
loved it
game.
so much here. I never
I
wanted
mean,
to
in this
leave.
house in the
It's a
game.
special
It's
place.
so peaceful.
Like nowhere else on Tsushima. It's the one place we can escape the terrors of this world.
Japan is a great country. If anyone Japanese here or from Japan, I would really like to visit your country one day. I love it. The beauty, the peace, and everything is just amazing. And the GPU is again hitting 80C. I don't know why. It's going crazy in the temps. Probably have to max out the fans. It's a new GPU from I got it as a replacement for the older one, which had died. So the paste and everything should be new. Still, it's getting so hot. So we're getting 69 FPS average, as you can see, which is great. Let's go back in and switch it to very high. And straight away we drop 250s, which is not nice. Oh, we can kick. Got this new move just now. So we're getting 52 FPS average there. So we might need to use DLSS on this. So let's enable some DLSS. I don't think I can test frame gen FSR3 because it's pretty much gonna crash my game. It's mostly due to the VRAM on 8 gig cards. It's crashing a lot. When using frame gen, if you don't have enough VRAM left, it's gonna crash the games. Because it was running perfectly on my 16 gig 4070 Ti Super. You can go check those video out if you want. I'm also gonna stream this game, full playthrough of this on my PC. I've already done the first part, so yeah, you can check it out and subscribe for my next stream if you would like to. We're closing in on 5K subs as well. So with the DLSS quality turned on, as you can see, we're getting 73 FPS average, pretty much. Oh, that hurts. So this is quite playable like this, even at with a 3060 Ti on 1440p, with the help of DLSS. Quite playable. And make sure you use DLAA and not TAA, otherwise you're gonna see the shimmeriness on the trees. Let's go and go to maximum settings with DLSS turned on, which is these two settings, which go to Ultra and HBAO Plus. I think those are the only three which you can max out. Oh, okay, this one as well. Right, let's check it out now. Okay, even with DLSS quality, we cannot achieve 60, obviously, at maximum settings. But nevertheless, it looks great. We are using 17 gigs of memory, system memory usage, that is. It's not by the game only, it's the whole system, by the way, in case you are wondering. And the game is not at all CPU intense. It's really good on my CPU, unlike Horizon Forbidden West. That was just melting my CPU all the time.
I knew the Mongols could never defeat all the samurai.
So this area is a little intense than all the other areas in the game so far I've been. So that's why I'm benchmarking it over here. If I want, I can go up there, and you will see the frame rate increase slightly a little more. Probably it will go above 50, as you can see. I'll go there just now, and I think I'll do the 4K benchmark for there only. And as you can see, when I look down, there's a huge drop in FPS from 50 to low 40s. And as you can see, in the open areas, even in the forests, you do get 50 plus mostly, and sometimes it drops below 49s and 48s. And VRAM is well below 8 gigabytes. It's probably above 8 because I think it dropped just now, because the RAM just got freed a little bit. So it's 7.3 gigs of VRAM. Alright, finally at 4K resolution, we are going to use DLAA, and we will switch to TAA if needed. And we're going to set it to low preset. And we are getting 50 plus frames per second. This is 4K, so yeah, quite a good frame rate. I didn't expect it to be at 40. I thought we were gonna get like 30s, high 30s maybe, but better than what I expected from this GPU. And we're as looking down there, we're getting like close to 30s, 42, low 40s. I'm gonna now switch it to medium preset and enable DLSS quality, because that's how you should be playing if you are gonna be using this GPU for 4K. You have to use DLSS, otherwise you don't get the 60 FPS. No matter what you do. And now we are at medium settings. And even at 4K, you can see the trees. My goodness, that's so loud. Even at 4K, you can see the trees shimmering a little bit using TAA, but not that much not that much like it was in 1080p and 1440p. So with DLSS quality, we're getting around 67 FPS average on medium, which is great. Not bad at all. Let's switch to high preset on DLSS quality now. And we're getting 60 FPS. It's probably gonna drop low 50s pretty much, even to 40s maybe in action scenes or fighting during the fight. So we're getting 58 average, which is really great. Okay guys, up next, we're gonna switch to very high preset, and we're gonna use DLSS balanced. Otherwise, I don't think we'll get good FPS. This is with DLSS balanced and very high preset. You cannot still achieve 60 FPS. I think playing on high with DLSS quality should be fine at 4K. You don't have to use very high preset, because you will still see the FPS drop to like low 40s at times, maybe during a lot of fighting sequences. But either way, this looks great, plays great as well. We're averaging 53. The game is very stable. As you can see, the 1% lows, they never drop that much. The game doesn't stutter at all. I should say it does that very rarely here and there. So anyways guys, thank you for watching. This will be it for this one. Do leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.